We only have one more song for you folks tonight. But we're going to play you guys one more song, and if you guys are hungry after that, you let us know if you want more. Before sun dries up and turns to sand. Oh, do you remember when the ocean went by and we were two? We ran to the one and learned to sand. Oh, they were the ones who could fly high. They flew so high, and I looked into your eyes, never understanding why. You would never run with me while the world is turning upside down and all around it. We are watching those birds in the sky from the mountainside, and you, they flew so high. Well, thank you very much, Boston, for hanging out with us tonight. We have the Dead Sound. We're going to be playing here for you folks tonight. Let's get up to the House of Blues for having us all here tonight. Now let's give it up to those security guards for making make sure everyone here is safe and having a nice time. Now let's give it up to those bartenders. Make sure y'all are watered all night long. Let's give it up to you guys, Boston, because, well, without you, we'd be playing nobody all. All right. Let's give it up one more time for the legendary Shock Shakers for kicking so much ass. You guys better stop and see them on your way out and buy a little bit of their merchandise, because it's good. They deserve it. And one more time for Mr. Danny Oliver for opening up with just an acoustic guitar, beautiful vocals, and a sexy mustache. He's going to come out here right now and say some words to y'all.
Boston, I think it's about time that I introduce the band to everybody. Some little known facts. On my right, you can't tell from where you are, but the oil of Olay sponsorship he has is doing wonders. His skin is glowing. It's Mr. Danny Canyon! Folks, right behind me on the mandolin. His beard, it just went public. It's up 300% this fiscal quarter, and you need to buy now. It's Mr. Scott Brango! The man in black. All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. That's what he wanted for Christmas, guys. It's Mr. Nate! Last but not least, guys. His New Year's resolution this year is the same as it is every year. He wants to learn how to read. It's Mr. Colton Ronnie Robert! The dance out, everybody, give it up!
Oh, thank you very much, Boston. Are you guys ready to play a few more songs tonight? All right. Yeah, we're going to play you guys a sad song here. While the other guys are peeing and pooping, I'm going to play you guys one by myself here. This song is called Crawdaddy Served Cold, and this is one I wrote when Mr. Cole and Crawdaddy Crawford on the band. He left the band for a little bit, and I got pretty sad. So Anyways, this is what happened. If the ground for many years too many, some might say it's easy to get lost the taste of money on the brain. We did it so good, so fast. We forget some years ago, toddlers in the grass. Life ain't easy, being on the way. Grab and go, food and drink, chatting before the show. Well, it's long nights and coffee cups, less sleep for weeks and try not to mess up. Well, we played our hand, but we killed our final man. We traded his mind for it. Wondrous time, what does it mean when you let a brother down? In this village somehow. Tires like the engine leaks, suspension plus the delta's weak. We always seem to make it home. But each time we leave again, you can see the sadness in the mouth. How did we miss this for so long? Life ain't easy being on the road. It's a van full of filthy trash and a bag of stinky clothes. Well, it's long drives and cigarettes, sweaty suits for weeks and trying to play our best. Well, we played our hand, but we killed our fellow man. We traded his mind for an hour's time. Well, it doesn't mean we let a brother down. Unless we fake somehow. Unless we fake somehow. Unless we fake somehow.
No way, buddy. No good. Oh wow. That. No, I'm feeling failing. One nacho.
If you just need someone to call your friend, well, I should have seen it right from the start. And if you just need someone to call your friend, well, I should have seen it right from the start. Oh, Mr. Colton called any coffee on the bands here.
Really not right here.
Well, this is a song about traveling man who knows just what he wants. He thinks he got it all figured out. He tries not to take too much. He spends a lot of time trying this and that and knows just what he likes. And he ain't going back. Well, I got spiders in my bed and I got such on the wall, just like he found out the sun my back door. And with a more and more sugar stone, like they're coming up my ears, for me ain't got all these years. Well, when I put my head, keep singing songs, there's a foe, the other sheds, it's getting on night, but get some bit of a rose. We catch the flow, how is he so? Down the line, I'm hoping the world I'm really fine. I don't know where I belong, but I know just what I like. Picking up dirt while I'm all around, no whiskey, no ice. And I don't know where I belong, but I know just what I like. A pretty lady, sing along songs, it'll take me for a night. Well, I got sand in my shoes and I got dirt between my toes. This comes for the storm I hear is so stormy. Goes, I'm dancing in and out. That's what he growls. Coursing through my veins. Oh, maybe I'll come through it. I don't know where I belong, but I know just what I like. Kicking up dirt while I'm all around. The whiskey, no ice. I don't know where I belong, but I know just what I like. A pretty lady, sing along songs, it'll take me through the night. And I've been gone for so very long. Baby, don't think twice. You know I'll be alright. I got nothing to believe. I mix up my sleep. The season's gonna take the throne, make some history. I don't know where I belong, but I know just what I like. And kicking up dirt while I'm all around. No whiskey, no ice. Oh, I'm lost it. I don't know where I belong, but I know just what I like. A pretty lady, sing along songs, it'll take me through the night. This next one comes from the hills that we don't really know. I hear this happens in Maine all the time. This story is about two cousins that love each other very much. But the parents don't like it, so they have to get away as fast as they can so they can be in love in Maine. This is the tale of banjo artist. I don't care, I'm coming home. So yeah, he said, he's going on. Don't you know you can't tell? Mama says mama's down, I don't even know my father. I guess she's not cousin, but she needs some sweet loving anyway. She pulls you out by your hair, you pull out the scouts never there. Come on, baby, and take a ride with me. Come on, baby, let's try to say. Mama says my mama's down, I don't even know my father. Yeah, she's not cousin, but she needs some sweet loving anyway. Hard night, down highway 6 with mine, baby in the passenger seat. I roll down the window and I laugh up to mine, or to the floor. We're going faster, she said. Slow down, slow down. We're going faster, she said. Slow down, slow down. We're going faster, she said. Slow down, slow down. We're going faster, she said. Slow down, slow down. No, she said. Slow down, no, she said. Slow down, no, she said. Slow down, no, she's crazy. Slow down, Mama said she my mother's daughter, and I don't even care who's my father. I guess she's my cousin, but she needs some sweet loving anyway. Well, thank you very much, Boston. We are the Dead South. We hope you guys had a great time with us, because we sure did with you. That was good. You guys get home safe, don't drink and drive, and have us back, because if you have us back, well, we'll come back.
Fuck yeah.
Until the next time.
Okay, maybe
Baby, what's your diamond ring? I can't afford that diamond no more. My baby wants a diamond ring.
Hey, boo. Ouch. Like a crooked. Ow. It's fucking hot. My whole finger was in it. Ooh. Okay, see what happens. Mm-hmm. God damn it. Okay. We're gonna listen to a little bit of word from the elders. Gotta. I'm getting any divine answers today because my higher self is being a twat, not. And I want to be all mean and hateful and forget that I've been a dick too, and you know, so that's easier just to be mean. You know, and then we could just listen to music and not have to just kidding. But yeah, that's how the day went. But yeah, no. Then oh look fucking how cute this is. My grandson. These little things. I fucking adore him. Super fucking adore him. Oh my god, my arm. Oh my arm. Ouch. Motherfucker. It hurts. Today, buddy. Um hmm. Let that go. I just can't do it. It's like the other dad to keep my nose either. Okay, corn burned underneath the bed. Good. Come over this fucking heat. Wow. Wow. What in the all fuck? Can I do this? Oh, looking kind of weird. So then. Hot flash. Oh, this isn't any more comfortable. I wish somebody donate. Ow! Donate me a nice chair. Fucking awesome. Because I'm a percher. When I do art anyway. This motherfucker. Ow, that hurt. This is not open out for you. Super government. Watch, it's gonna fall too. You can feel it. Nope. In that attitude. Let's see what they got for us today.
Welcome to the Spirit of Life channel. This message begin right now. Beyond the gate, welcome. And greetings. My beautiful beings of light. Your lineal time speeds on, does it not? It is going faster and faster and faster than ever before. My beloveds, just accept this and allow yourself to bring yourself back to center when you feel overwhelmed coming on. This shall pass as you adjust to the changes as they occur. The Creator asks that you provide yourselves with as much inner peace and serenity as you can muster. This will assist you in coping with the many earth changes that have occurred and are to come. The Creator is gifting you with a small clear etheric crystal ball to place into your spiritual heart chakra.
Yay!
Simply place your hand on your heart and know that this gift has been placed there. This gifted ball will amplify the love that is coming into the spiritual heart chakra as well as the love that you send out from the spiritual heart chakra. One can never have too much love and grace, my divine beings of grace. Please use this small crystal ball daily to send out love and grace to the earth and all its occupants and matter, including down to the very smallest of particles. Send love and grace throughout the earth plane in all of its levels, dimensions, and aspects. My beloveds, your service of sending out love and grace to the earth plane daily will help speed up the transformation that is occurring at all levels within this sector of the Amen-verse. This is part of your mission and part of why you are here, to assist in bringing the earth back into balance with this divine blueprint. The Creator sends you divine love and grace. Simply open and allow this wonderful love wave to circle around you and permeate all that is within your energy fields. Feel the small crystal ball amplify this love wave. Enjoy the experience of receiving from the One, the highest, and purest of divine love and grace. Your spiritual eyes are opening wide to the divine plan now, and many of you are starting to see beyond the gates of limitations. My beloveds, you are opening to the infinite possibilities that are yours to embrace more and more each day. Ask your angels and spirit guides to assist you in seeing beyond the gate and be open to what they have to show you. Allow this messenger to take you on a mediation journey. Arrange yourself in your chair or lie on a bed so that you are comfortable. Keep your legs and arms from crossing if at all possible, as this blocks the flow of energy. Cover yourself with a light blanket if you chill easily. We want you comfortable and undisturbed for a while as you journey within your...
If you guys want that link, I will send it, or I'll put it in the comments. Yeah. The meditation ones are hard
Greetings,
to do.
dear ones. I'm Cryon of Magnetic Service. We come to you yet again with another month of a subject. And that is to say that the next 4 weeks will have one subject, and each week we'll develop it into a theme. The theme, the overall theme, is going to be the energy of hope. Each week, we're going to give you these same attributes, for I want you to understand them. We may actually be defining hope differently than you do. But hope is something that will change everything within a human being, especially in a human being that has none. There are those who would say, what is hope? Please define it. And if you go for the definition that would be classic in your education, it may be different than this. First of all, of the elements that we want to teach regarding hope, we start with this one. Hope is not faith. Dear ones, faith also, the definition of would be controversial to you. Faith is something that you have. It is a trust in unseen energy. It is a trust in unseen energy that you don't know about. There will be those who will say, well, have faith in this or that. And if you do that, What you're doing is asking someone else to do something for you. Now, even this is controversial spiritually, because they will say, well, yes, but what about when you let go and let God? What about when you have a situation where you have faith in the Almighty to do this and that? And I'm going to say to you that if you haven't been paying attention to all of these years, you have an element of spirituality within you which shakes hands with that which is a creator. It's not a let go and let God, dear ones. It's to let go and let your sacredness marry that which is your soul and take care of the things that you can do. And we have told you what you can do. One of the things that hope gives you is an energy that actually can be projected into the future. So this is the second attribute, the energy of projected expectations. Sounds a lot like affirmations, doesn't it? Hope is an active energy of benevolence. It's a designed energy. We'll get to that in just a moment. It's an energy that you actually put together yourself. You assign energies to it, and you push it out in front of you. And it changes everything. It changes your outlook on things. I'll tell you what else it does, even with your chemistry, in a moment. Think about that, the energy of projected expectations. Number 3, the third attribute. It's a designer energy. You design it. You think about what it is you want to hope for. And you assign it an energy that is designed. And that then is put out in consciousness, the energy of consciousness. Designed, energetic consciousness. That's hope. You design it, and I keep saying, you push it out in front of you, because that's what hope is. It is an energy that is not for necessarily you at this instant. It's for you later. It's for something coming up. And that is what's coming up, is the subject of each 4 weeks. There'll be 4 things that we will assign this to. Let's make the 4th one the designer of benevolence. You will then design benevolent things for yourself. Now, I didn't say to design your answers or your solutions, did I? And that is a common thread of the channeling we give you. Do not make up your mind how things are going to happen. What's going to happen exactly. How solutions or the miracles you need are going to be accomplished. Whether you're for your health or your abundance or your relationships or for your children or anything. You design hope and you say, I push this in front of me for divine solutions that I know nothing about. Benevolence is what I'm doing. Number 5, hope is healing. Can you imagine a situation where somebody is told that something very important to themselves is hopeless? Hopeless. Whether it's the disease in their own body, whether perhaps it's a relationship that is so important to them, whether it's that with a partner or children. When you hear it's hopeless, what do? You go into despair or depression. And then somebody walks into the room and has an answer that you hadn't heard before. New information, perhaps. And they say, no, it's not hopeless at all, because I have an answer. What happens to that person at that point in time? What happens is they light up. And suddenly all of that despair and depression drains from it. It almost destroys it. And suddenly there's light in their life. And they go, really, really? Oh, that's such good news. That's what hope does. You see how active this is? That number 5, hope is healing.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Hope is the future.
Enemies, so I'm
Number 6, hope destroys depression. It destroys it. Hope destroys despair. It destroys it. You can't have them at the same time. Not in their purest sense. You get a phone call. Something has happened with a group of children, perhaps, or your friends somewhere. And you don't know how they are. And you sit there and you wring your hands, and then the longer the time goes and you haven't heard, the worse the depression, the despair. So many have had this. Think of that person at that moment. Think of their chemistry. Think of their emotion set. Think of all the things in their body that are going on. And then suddenly the call comes in. And it's the person they were worried about. Mom, I'm okay. Honey, I'm okay. That's happened so many times. And in that moment, describe for me what happens to the chemistry of the one who is depressed. It's euphoric. The chemistry surges forward and it's positive. And all things are good. That's what hope does, dear ones. Today in the Circle of 12, we're going to develop this. We're going to do something that requires a steep visualization curve to those who are not ready for it. But the subject is this: can you send hope out in front of you for yourself? We're going to talk about hope for the planet and hope for light and all these things, but it's got to go to you first. You are the light of the planet. You cannot sit in despair and send out hope for other people. You can't do it. So right now, I'm going to ask you to design for me the best thing that could happen for you. No matter what you're worried about or concerned about, there's always that for everyone. Consider it solved, and it's in a bubble of hope. And you're going to roll that right in front of you. So wherever you go on this planet, is it for the next hours, for the next weeks, months, perhaps for the rest of your life? But what you have done is just roll in front of you the most beautiful solution to everything you can imagine. And that is the hope that you have designed and manufactured, pushed in front of you, and you're responsible for. This is the future. Hope is that way, dear ones. It's an actionable item. It's not faith. It's something you design, you put together for you. I want you to do that. It's for you. What is it for you that you need right now the most? That'll drop all of the worry, the despair, all of the depression perhaps you might have. And wrap it up in a ball and roll it forward. And I'll tell you, dear ones, that's actionable. That's positive expectations. That's most benevolent outcome. And that is your design for you. You have a piece of God in you that is responsible for this and can do it. And we have said this so many times. I am crying in love with you all. I see this for you. I wanted you to know how important this was, that we're going to spend a month on it. 4 channelings. And you're going to hear these attributes on every single one of them. Because I want you to know how important it is during these times and what is going on this planet for you to create, manufacture, and design hope for you, for those around you, for all that is. May your sacredness be seen today in everything that you do. Blessed is the human being who knows their power and can see God within. And so it is.
So it is. Because we're some powerful motherfuckers. Forgot about it. Forgot.
Far in the distance, there's a promise. It seems far in the distance.
I will one day.
Pretty on the altar, know it was mine. I put it on the altar. There's a
Hey, hot
greatest
flash is over.
thing I've
Freezing
ever
now.
seen.
That's how it goes.
We're waiting in the in-between. We're all seeking out there. We're all seeking out there. We're all seeking out there. We're all seeking out
Good morning, lights. Do you know that you are pure love, pure bliss? You are a child of light, made of love,
So, yesterday we learned a lot of not
and
how to
now
do something.
you are
Oh my
finally
gosh,
going
it
to
was
be
great though.
free, completely, boundlessly free as a person. I am ever so excited for you.
I'm excited about this one.
As you tune into this frequency, you'll experience feelings of love, acceptance, and belonging. It's the divine love frequency, and it's how you may communicate with us in the fifth dimension. This is how you love someone without expecting anything in return, but yet experience the joy of self-fulfillment via selfless acts of kindness. Kindness is love, and you, my friend, are ever so kind. Divine love is the state of being completely joyful. You've given up all hope. The bad things just stop existing. You are bringing over happiness, love, purity, and power. Let these emotions flourish inside you, no matter what happens. The whole cosmos is a sea of love. The energy of love is infinite and unparalleled. We're here to assist you in channeling this power so that your love may reach its greatest and purest potential. You may go further in your awareness by having a very loving encounter. So do what you need to do to incorporate this energy into your daily routine. To love is to breathe. Both cannot be compelled. Both are necessary for success. Be the best you can be, while also loving yourself and others. Allow yourself to be loved. Place your palm over your heart and give yourself a little pep talk. Confess your value to yourself by telling yourself words like, I love you, you are beautiful, you are worthy, you are whole, and you are perfect. Awakening your inner universe of infinite possibility and becoming your higher self is the finest present anybody could give you. It's the only tactic that's proven successful. If you have a hard time loving yourself, you may subconsciously undermine your relationship with others because you believe you are unlovable. Everyone has a right to both give and receive affection. No one will ever love you if you don't love yourself first. If you can learn to love yourself, you will be more equipped to love others. That's why it's all worth it in the end. Look at yourself in the mirror. That person is your most reliable buddy. The one who has been by your side through thick and thin, through the good times and the bad. Finally, the person is reflected in the mirror and deserving of appreciation and affection.
Self-love, however, is not the same as arrogance. Self-love begins with an awareness of what one really wants. Heed the summons and abandon safety and ease. Try something new. Push yourself beyond your comfort zone and give in to the knowledge and direction your heart is offering. Love can only happen when the ego dies. There are true frequencies that your body just cannot accommodate at once. They don't get along at all. With love, you can create anything. One contains light and the other darkness. Nevertheless, the latter gradually disappears when the former is exposed to light. When you love yourself, you treat yourself with kindness and compassion. What this really implies is that you will make time for the things that make you happy and set your soul at ease. It's the holy trip you are on right now. And then one day, love fills every pore of your existence. After that, use music, a resonant frequency, and cosmic peace. You go from living in a 3D world to a 5D one the moment you tune in to the divine love. Because love brings more love. It was a surprise to you. It happened spontaneously. Simply said, it's a result of being in love. But you need to work on yourself first. You need to develop self-love. What is the procedure for achieving this? You won't learn it from anybody. You may learn it without leaving your house. Now you may safely enter the building. The first step is to stop thinking and start experiencing. To go from head to heart. When you're feeling really moved, all your vitality gravitates into your chest. If you can learn to bridge the gap between your thoughts and the feelings, you will find contentment inside yourself. However, many people find that their thoughts spiral out of control. They have no authority over their own thoughts. They have a lot on their minds. Thinking uses up a lot of their resources. Moving from rational thoughts into emotional experience is like entering a new dimension. Everything about your life changes. You'll feel revitalized and energized. Experiment with the basics. Don't worry about the project or the client's worries first thing in the morning. Focus on your emotions. Tune in to your physical being. The wind is blowing in your face. The cold is palpable. The singing of a bird. Engage your senses and learn from the experience. To the garden on bare feet. Sensitize your toes to the grass. Take a peek at the blooms. Smell the aromas wafting off them. And hold off on the immediate, oh, it's so beautiful verdict. The intellect then steps in. Don't invest your mental energy in this amazing opportunity, since it will lead you down the third dimension. Put it out of your mind. All you have to do is feel it. Take it easy. Let everything happen and go with the flow. Feel the water droplets on your skin while you soak in the tub. Put aside all other thoughts while you're eating so that you can savor every bite. Many individuals will find the going tough at first, but I promise you in the end, it is worth it. As always, we love you deeply and wish for you to have the most abundant enjoys life possible. Have a wonderful day.
I feel the weight behind my eyes. Lean towards the color that lies within. Nothing between you and I. Stay right there under my skin. I've been waiting. There's no fault lines to crack and leave me aching. Thinking on a fall out and leaves me alone, but it's something that might never come. So I'll be waiting here in your arms.
Good idea.
There was a silence deep inside. Held on.
Good morning. Please know I am not depressed. Just in a whirl. The same as many I speak to, regarding all sorts of possibilities pertaining to what this world is, or is not made of. Who and who not, is running it. Is light really light, or a trick of the dark? Giant buildings that are mud flooded? Giants? Soul trapping? You name it, the list goes on. What say you on how to deal with such things that come into our awareness? Good morning, to you Blossom, to all that is life. All that is life, we offer rainbows of light love into your heart's being. Thank you. Pleasantly received. My third eye is buzzing. Unusual for it to do so. It is the frequency in which we enter. It has been upgraded, as your vibration, Blossom, has also done the same. So, you would like truth? Dear God, wouldn't we all? You have it, inside of you. The one truth of love. That is truth. Yep, I get that. What about everything else? Everything else is a possibility that is introducing itself to your knowingness, at the time you choose to receive it. Yet, how do we know what is truth? You are not going to like what we have to say. I didn't think I would. Try me. The fact is, it doesn't matter. See, I knew I wouldn't like it. Why don't you like that answer, Blossom? Because we live in a world that we are trying to make sense of, and if none of it matters, what is the point? Love is the point. Only love. Always and forever. Only love matters. Okay, let's go for it. So, everything is love, so, everything matters? There is only a moment of now. That is all that exists. There is a saying in your world. Here today, gone tomorrow. What was doesn't matter. It no longer is present. Only love that exists in your present moment of now is what matters to you. Now. Blossom, now. 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 Love the you that you feel now. That matters.
Sometimes.
For it is love. That, Blossom, is the only place you need to know the truth of, the love that you are in this moment of now. Get that, too. Yet, residing upon this insane planet in this moment of now, one would like to know the truth of the lies we have been / are being fed. Why? To know what is truth. Say, for instance, about giants being upon this planet and not so long ago. That maybe we are in a computer matrix and most of the players in our own particular game aren't real. Shouldn't we know the truth about that? What difference would it make? A great deal. In what way? In that, what we thought, through what we have been told, was not true. And that matters because we have been lied to, in order to hide the truth. And knowing the truth makes a difference because it is the truth. Yet, we are asking you what difference it makes to you in this present moment of now. How does that / would that / will that affect how you proceed in this moment of now? As a warrior of light, Blossom? Truly. What difference will that knowing make? Will it have an effect on how you choose to live your life from now on? Does it matter that giants did or didn't live on your planet? Well, it would be interesting to know. I mean, why does it all have to be hidden? Whatever the answer, it doesn't matter. All that matters is now. And how you feel when choosing to live within the love that you know yourself to be. Indeed, we have spoken of truths that are to come out. That's the thing, even when stuff comes out into the open, now, more and more of it, we can't decipher if it is truth or not, and so it confuses us, wondering just how deep this bowl of soup goes. The bowl of soup doesn't matter. All that matters is you. Knowing love from within. Knowing what that love means to you. The rest is irrelevant. Okay. Let's say, for instance, let us just suppose, that this planet is controlled by satanic beings that find joy from performing the most heinous of acts. Is that irrelevant, to the souls that are the victims or the perpetrators? Yet, with respect, Blossom, you are missing the point. Those beings of light or those of lesser light are love. We are not saying they are irrelevant, for each soul has a part to play in this vast awakening plan that is taking place. So, is it irrelevant that we have been lied to by those who have chosen the path of greed and darkness? Yes. It is irrelevant that you have been lied to. However, it is not irrelevant how you choose to react to such lies. Meaning, Blossom. That the only thing that matters is that you reside within love. No matter what truths are presented, no matter what is shown to your planet's residents and in what order of events. It does not matter. All that stuff does not matter. It is part of the game. And, are we then, bang smack in the middle of a computer game? If our answer was yes, how would that change your life in this moment of knowing that as a truth? Would it change the way you perceive that which you know and feel to be the truth of who you are? The truth of love? No. For even when everything appears to be so pointless, I still know that the only thing that does feel good is breathing in the truth of love. So then, if our answer was no, how would that change your life in this moment of knowing that as a truth? Would it change the way you perceive that which you know and feel to be the truth of who you are? The truth of love? No. Because I would still be me, in the same house, the same street, with the same attitude regarding the knowing that love is the only thing that makes sense. So, you see, it really doesn't matter either way. It only matters that you be that which you are. Wherever you are. So, another spanner in the works, if I may. Some believe that our souls are trapped and that we keep reincarnating to feed the dark, and what we think is the light is not, and that we shouldn't be drawn in by NDEs or seeing angels etc., for that is what is keeping us trapped and not letting us go to where we truly belong, when we pass over. And exactly where is it that you truly belong, Blossom? In love. And do you have to be somewhere else other than where you are now to be in love? Jolly good point. Yet, it has been said that we, being trapped here, cannot experience our true self, cannot know the true beauty of what is. And what if they are wrong? What if they are right? It doesn't matter. Well, as an individual soul being, I feel it would matter to me concerning coming back into a messed up planet over and over again, because the dark has trapped me, compared to flying free in a land of milk and honey and perhaps a few Werther's toffees. The blossom
She drives me
within your
funny,
being.
it's so
Do
fucking
you
cute.
know that you came to planet Earth to bring it into the light? Yes. Yet, it is also said by some that 5D, 6D, etc. is also within the trap. And what if that is wrong? What if it is right? It doesn't matter. Surely, it matters that millions of us braved it to enter into this density to assist in its ascension? Did you come because of love? I assume so. Then it matters. That is all that matters. Love and its purpose. And what is its purpose? To know itself through you, and for you to know it, through yourself. 1. And on that note, may we all learn to let go of this entire debacle and allow the love that we are, to reveal more and more of itself to us, through us, as us, of us, and so it is. In gratitude, in loving service. I am.
Okay, that was neat.
Oh, my special friends. We begin May 2023 in the depths of the eclipse portal. Eclipses are a highly transformative time, signifying a shift from one chapter of our lives to the next. Mercury and Pluto will also be in retrograde for most of the month, indicating a time of reflection. Having these two powerful retrogrades taking place during the eclipse portal feels like a signal from the universe to go within, slow down, and really digest and integrate the energies that are unfolding. Jupiter also moves out of fiery Aries into grounded Taurus on May 16th. Jupiter spends about 12 months in each zodiac sign, so its move is said to mirror the theme of the year ahead. Jupiter in Taurus is set to shine a spotlight on our finances, the financial industry, and our feelings of self-worth. Taurus is also a sign connected to indulgence, abundance, and steady growth. As Jupiter is known as the planet of expansion, all these themes can be amplified under this new placement. May 2023 is a power month and likely to be a turning point for many of us. Listen and trust your intuition. Allow it to be your guide as you move through whatever the month brings. A powerful mantra you can work with is I trust myself. Let's now take a look at the key dates for the month dash. May Astrology 2023. May 1st, Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Pluto enters retrograde once a year, but this retrograde is extra significant as it's the first retrograde Pluto has made in Aquarius. Pluto entered Aquarius earlier this year but will eventually backtrack into Capricorn on June 11. As Pluto makes its first retrograde through Aquarius, we are likely to see Pluto and Aquarius themes amplified. On a personal level, Pluto's retrograde will be very subtle and will gently pull on issues that need to step out of the shadows and into the light. You can learn more about Pluto and Aquarius here. May 1st, Mercury retrograde conjunct the Sun. Also known as Mercury Kazemi, this is a power day in the Mercury retrograde cycle, where new insights, facts, and information can be revealed. At this point in the retrograde cycle, we gain new clarity around what Mercury, the planet of communication, is trying to communicate to us. To guide you with this, try these journal prompts for Mercury retrograde here. May 5th, Scorpio full moon lunar eclipse. This is the standout event of the month. The Scorpio lunar eclipse holds some potent energies and may trigger deeper feelings and emotions. Around this time, we may be feeling extra sensitive, or our emotional state may feel heightened. Deeper thoughts may arise from our subconscious, guiding us to clear, release, or work with whatever has come up. Transformative energy is also heightened around this time, thinning the veil, bringing change, and allowing us to access higher realms with greater ease. Stay tuned for more on this incredible cosmic event. May 9th, Sun conjunct Uranus. Each year, the Sun and Uranus align, unlocking waves of innovation, creativity, and freedom. This is our opportunity to think outside the box and expand our horizons. We may open to new ideas, experience awakenings, or suddenly desire to make changes. Uranus can sometimes bring shaky energy into our lives, but this shaking simply awakens us to what may no longer be working. Pay attention to things that feel unstable or uncertain in your life and see where you can allow more room for freedom, innovation, and change. May 14th, Mercury direct. Mercury stations direct in Taurus after being in retrograde since April 21st. As Mercury began its retrograde right after the Aries new moon solar eclipse, we may see more themes from this eclipse coming to light. This Mercury retrograde took place in Taurus, so insights around our self-worth, productivity, progress towards our goals, and our relationship with money may all be highlighted. Mercury will take some time to get back to its former speed, so move slowly for the coming weeks and pay attention to any messages that are revealed. You can work with some specifically tailored journal prompts here. May 14th to 21st, Jupiter square Pluto. Jupiter square to Pluto is an opportunity to step into a new power. This alignment creates some tension, requiring us to rise to meet new challenges and expand what we thought we could achieve. There is also this sense of our hard work paying off or seeing the results of our efforts. Jupiter square Pluto can also bring a heaviness and may, at first, leave us feeling stuck or powerless. If this resonates, use this energy as inspiration to see where you can regain your power and what steps you can take to build confidence. May 16th, Algol and the Sun. Algol is one of the most notorious stars in astrology, however its reputation is largely misguided. Algol represents the power we obtain after having moved through different states or chapters of our lives. Algol is closely linked with the myth of Medusa. Medusa started out as an oracle goddess but eventually was turned into a gorgon with a head of snakes. Through this transformation, however, she only became stronger. This is the essence of Algol. It teaches us to find our strength and power, no matter the transformations that have found us. You can read more on Algol and how to work with this energy here. May 16th, Jupiter enters Taurus. This is one of the biggest shifts of the year. Jupiter wraps up its journey in fiery Aries and heads into earthy, grounded Taurus. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, so it will expand the themes of Taurus, making them more prevalent in our lives. Taurus is ruled by the bull. The story goes that the bull is very happy tending to its paddock. In the paddock, it feels safe and comfortable. It slowly eats the grass, and in return, its manure nourishes the soil, allowing for new growth. While Jupiter tours here, we are encouraged to be the bull in the comfort of our own paddock, tending to our own grass and ensuring we are creating a sustainable future. But we may also need to look at our insecurities and learn how we can better adapt to change. Jupiter will be amplifying these lessons for us. Stay tuned for more on this new cycle. May 19th, Taurus new moon. The arrival of the new moon helps to bring an end to the intensity of the eclipse portal. Our attention may also turn to our financial situation. This is a good time to get organized, create a budget, and work on aligning yourself with the abundance you deserve. May 19th, Mars conjunct Pluto. This is a fiery combination of planetary energy that can be quite volatile. Things may boil over, but as quickly as tensions rise, they can fall too. People around you may feel more heated than usual. To work best with this energy, channel it into exercise or productivity. May 21st, Gemini season begins. The sun moves out of steady, grounded Taurus into the social and quick-witted sign of the twins. Gemini is an air sign, which means energy will move from our lower chakras to our higher chakras, fueling our creativity and our desire to share. Gemini season is a great time to focus on communication and working with our hands. It is also power time when it comes to recognizing both aspects of our being. We are a soul, but we are also a physical body. This is the nature of the Gemini twins. May 27th to 29th, Sun square Saturn. Saturn moved into Pisces for the first time in almost 28 years earlier this year. Now it creates a square with the Sun, bringing potentially challenging energy. With this cosmic alignment, we are invited to step up to the plate and conquer those challenges that we may have been putting off, or that we know are going to help launch us to the next level. We can also observe with more clarity what themes Saturn in Pisces may be encouraging us to look at. You can learn more about Saturn in Pisces and the energy it can bring here. May 29th to 31st, Aldebaran Gateway. Some astrologers refer to this as the Silver Gate Portal. This portal beams down energy that can sharpen our minds, deepen our intuition, and increase our wisdom. In this resting place, the soul has a chance to reflect on why it is coming to Earth and the lessons it will obtain. We can channel this space by connecting with our higher self and soul contract, and remembering that every experience is a lesson. May blessings to you. By Tanaz.
Dear brothers and sisters of planet Earth, I am here with joy and bring you my love and energy today. New times are close times of light, with complete and unconditional love for humankind. It is not easy to recognize and live this love. For so long, you have been taught to live a love that asks and exchanges constantly. I give you this, and you give me that. Unconditional love is about loving the soul, the being, and not what your physical eyes see. To love is not the physical desire or imploring for another's attention. Love has nothing to do with doing all for the other to the detriment of yourself. These are some examples of what many understand as being love. Love is not to be dependent, submissive, and make exchanges. To love is not to condition. Soon your world won't be here as it is today. Instead, there will be an entire world where everyone has the right to all. There won't be any differences. Poor or riches, there will be abundance for all. There won't be mine. Everything will be for all. Many feel it challenging to think this way because they can't admit they may lose everything they have. What do you have? What do you cultivate in physical assets along the existence of your souls? Nothing. Many will say, but my family cultivated. Your family in this world, not your family of soul. Because at each incarnation, you are born in a different place. So, what did you bring from other lives? You got the wealth your soul gathered. You may have your family as wealth, which can be an asset or an encumbrance for your walk. It depends on how you see everything. So, what do you have? What do you have as souls? Nothing. A soul carries what it learns, lives, and evolves through learning over time. This is all a soul takes, not physical assets. Therefore, many will have to learn to live within this new concept. Nobody will lose or win anything because you don't have anything. How can you lose something that is not yours? Everything built on Gaia's soil belongs to Gaia, and it does whatever it wants. Gaia only borrows you a piece of its body, so you can dwell and live still. Nothing is yours, and all belong to Gaia. Nothing from here will go to the new world because everything was built on a non-sustainable basis that is entirely different from love, greed, covetousness, ostentation, and highly luxurious houses side by side with shacks where nobody should live. This is over in the fifth dimension. So, I ask you again, do you know how to love? If you did, you would not admit a brother starving or freezing because they don't have a place to live. You would disagree with children being used to making money because their parents don't want to work. You think this is not your business. You live in your own small world. So, what do you expect in the fifth dimension? Will you continue living like you do here? Sugary illusions. Nothing you live here will exist in the fifth dimension. Everything will be based on love and balance. Everybody must learn that nobody owns anything, but everything is for all. Are you ready for this? So, many think they are ready. I am ready for the fifth dimension. You are prepared inside your little world, thinking you will have the same house, financial status, and VCs. Everything is the same, just because you are vibrating the fifth dimension. Don't fool yourselves, you won't have these things. You will leave your VCs here or not, the decision is yours. Everything that provides ephemeral pleasures is out of the fifth dimension. There the love is pure, there is not superficial love, which is not love. This was something taught in your world. Pleasure for pleasure won't exist in the fifth dimension. Sex will have the value it has, how it was created by God Father Mother, not the distorted meaning of your world. Are you sure you are ready for the fifth dimension? Are you ready to give up everything, all the pleasures you have today? Are you prepared to share, to look at the other without disgust because the other is different? Are you ready to hug anyone, independent of whom that person may be? Will you get along with galactic beings? You won't be the only ones on Earth. What will you do when you see one of these galactic beings? Will you run from them, or run to hug them in gratitude for all they did and are doing for your planet? So, by the end of this cycle, all of you should look at yourselves in the mirror and ask, am I ready to give up everything? Am I prepared to renounce all I have here and live only love, true love? Don't give me a yes, because none of you is ready. If you answer yes, it is your ego saying you are ready, but none of you is. You have a long way to go until you gradually start learning how to live differently. Nothing will be so sudden, you won't go to the fifth dimension at the snap of a finger. It is a walk where many will fall by the wayside. But those with faith, courage, and genuine love in their hearts will get there. So, a cycle ends, and the new beginning cycle is closer to the fifth dimension. So, start living it now, don't let it to tomorrow, and see the balance today. Stay away from VCs today, look at your brothers with true love today, not tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, not next year but today. Each brother is a piece of God Father Mother like you are. Your brother may be different in color, size, way of being, and choices, but your brother is a son or daughter of God Father Mother as you are. The truth is that you can't love your brothers because you don't love yourselves. The one who loves him or herself loves everybody. When you love yourselves, you love God Father Mother, and this love reverberates. So you see everybody as sons and daughters of God Father Mother, not as different persons. So, the first step in your walk to the fifth dimension is to love yourself first. Learn to love and respect yourself. Give limits to yourself. This is the first step on your walk to the fifth dimension. No other beginnings, techniques, courses, prayers, or meditations will make you take the first step. So, the first step is to love yourself. When you learn this, you will be ready to enter your walk to the fifth dimension. Are you ready for this? Are you ready to stop being submissive, always asking for something and exchanging your love for others? Are you prepared to love yourself above all things? Don't mention the beliefs that you must love God Father Mother above all things. Those who love themselves love God Father Mother. You are a divine spark from God Father Mother So, if you love yourself, you love God, Father, Mother. Don't put him on a pedestal, first of all. It is you. Love yourselves. This is the wisdom, the way. There is no other way, because when you learn to love yourselves, you can love others. This is a light love. It does not ask for anything. There is no exchange, no humiliation, and nothing is done giving priority over the other. You love, without asking anything back, no conditions. So, on the day when you look in the mirror and say firmly, I love myself, you will be taking the first step on your walk to the fifth dimension. And for this walk to be light and easy, you can be sure you will succeed. Otherwise, you will be cheating yourself. Your ego will say you are ready, but you are far from the correct path. Thanks for watching. We love you so much.
Greetings, light holders. From heart to heart, with infinite love in this moment we speak. Cleansing storm, rolling the reset, star of life. The information expressed here is that of my perspective, my point of view. For all truth awaits you in your heart. We hope you feel our light and love in this message. Cleansing storm. Today we wish to begin this piece by saying, you are the storm many are speaking about. Many people are expecting something of a, shall we say, negative nature? This is not so, far from that. The storm you may have heard about that many mention today in the awakened community is one of a positive nature. This is the storm, picking up the speed immensely by the minute that will cleanse our world, leading to the event. There is no destruction going on right now. There is only remembering and restructuring occurring in this world. All Earth's kingdom in this moment are going through a cleansing and making room for the more refined energies for the fifth dimension being anchored on Earth now. The lands, the waters, the animals, the humans, and more. All is being cleansed and uplifted now. All of the leads to more portals being opened, and not just cosmic portals, planetary portals, but individual soul portals within you, breaking down the barriers of illusion that have held you captive till now. As this occurs, we begin to create and express all new energies of Source that have not been before. This is the new Earth. This is the new humanity. This is the new you. In these times, this is your true self coming online, if we may say self, spirit emerging like fire. And this is exactly what is happening right now. The spiritual energy of the divine is emerging from within everything here on earth. Humans, animals, fairies, plants, waters, and many more. The spirit within all is emerging into a whole new octave of existence. So let us see and not forget that through we are going through a storm right now. The sun is shining brighter than ever. This is the storm of light, the storm of love, peace, and joy that is being created by you, through you, and with you. Yes, bright one, in this moment, you are doing exactly that you came to do in this world, anchoring the light of Source. And now with the new light waves coming in, a new chapter begins for you. A new and unique way of expression, a new way of love, divine, a new way of life for all of humanity. Light, love, peace, and joy for all.
Peace and air, Grace.
Global currency reset. The universe is here to serve you. Have you realized this yet? Be love and believe. You will see this for yourself. And this is what we must understand when it comes to the global currency reset. Everything in our world has reached its boiling point, including Mother Earth. All is ready to erupt, and all will receive different results and be where they are destined to be during these times. The global currency reset is another major piece of the puzzle that will fall into place in the right moment. And we are not talking years or months from now, but days. Obviously, the global currency reset is not a piece of just my reality, but for billions that will be affected by this blessing. No longer is anyone being allowed to interfere with the release of this miracle. Anyone making such attempts is being dealt with swiftly. The ones that have been the thorn in the side of the aliens and preventing the changeover are being rounded up and or neutralized at full speed. The dominoes are falling one after the other, and the time for the one to fall that will cause ripples and waves is here now. Yes, the time has finally arrived to roll out the global currency, reset, and get the show of light moving. We tend to run out of patience when we see the outside world, when we still let our own way of thinking interfere in our processes. It is understandable. But we must now once again turn within. For the moment quickly approaches when all hearts are to be calmed and filled with joy. The wait is over. Congratulations. Star of Life, SOL. Did you ever wonder if the sun, the governor of our solar system, is alive? I have, long ago. The moment that thought sparked in my consciousness, I knew deep within the answer is yes. The answer was always in the thought itself. Yes, our sun is alive. It breathes, it exhales, it cheers, it is. It is very simple. You have to have light in order to give it. Our sun gives light, life, and much more to everything on earth and beyond. But to a mind of the social sciences, the sun is just a gaseous object and it is bad for you. The sun is evil. It gives you cancer. Also, it is only recently that scientists are beginning to think in terms of science beyond matter. Imagine the ridicule, calling it today's so-called scientists close-minded. Unless, of course, they do not wish to share the truth by orders given to them by someone else, someone who knows the true benefits of the sun. So to keep humanity asleep, they create stories in the media to put fear in people's minds to give them a negative image of the sun. And you have everyone staying indoors, and still the numbers of sick people in the Western world are the higher than ever. Light is intelligence, so is our sun. The star does not just give you light and life, but it also knows how much light one needs.
Never wore it in my life.
The
mom
sun
just beat
reads
my
you.
ass.
It knows what you need as far as energy, and it radiates to you. But many people cannot process this light. Growing up, I and my cousins would play outside in the sun all day long. Literally, we would never get sick. I have done it countless times and still do it now. I sit outside in the middle of the field for 3 or 5 hours. Oftentimes at the sun's greatest highest above the horizon, and I feel nothing but joy, and maybe be a little sweat. I do not recommend anyone to this. We are all different. If you wish forever, do this at sunrise for the first 2 to 3 hours. I must also mention that the sun itself is not hot. The heat we experience is caused by the pollution of planet Earth that we have created. Most of the people I know get a headache, feel dizzy within 20 minutes of being outside when it is sunny, no matter what
I
time
love
of the
doing
day.
trash at a show and like nobody's
It
there,
is
so
not
they don't see me
because the
sweating.
sun's ultraviolet
Man,
light is
Fucking
bad for you.
stewing. Love it.
When one has a cloudy consciousness,
Makes me feel like a
one
badass.
cannot
I don't know.
absorb
It's funny.
too much light, simply because there is no room for the light. You also get anxious as the light pushes through imbalanced pockets in your body. And of course, you cannot be locked up in your house for weeks and go outside once a month or less and then get upset because the light may not be so comfortable. Release all negative thought forms. Watch what you consume. Spend time in the sun, gradually increasing the amount of time, and see the changes you will experience. Heightened awareness, development of intuition, less need for food, activation of your dormant DNA, boosts immunity, and much more. Just the vitamin D from the sun has over 1,000 benefits for the human body. The benefits of the light from this magnificent star are endless. We are aware now that our sun is changing as it receives new energies from the great central sun of the Milky Way galaxy. Our sun is becoming more powerful than ever before. And these new energies are being radiated to us by the sun, infusing everything on earth with new light. This is bringing immense changes to our world. And again, the ones with a cloudy consciousness and junk-filled physical bodies are having a very difficult time possessing the new light. We kindly say, change or prepare to be changed. The true star of light, that is the sun, was put here for great purpose. However, as I said before, it is the ones we choose as for our leaders that have kept us in the shadows because we allowed time then too. Not to worry through, because as the new light builds upon the earth, all will be transmuted into light. The time is now. The brightest light shines from within.
Gotta try. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah. There's a fucking window. Oh, I took stuff up.
Greetings. We are the Archerian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are very interested in the way you are all assimilating the current energies. We are noticing how many of you are using the current energies to release blockages that are inside of your energy bodies and your physical bodies. We are noticing how many of you are more in the flow with the energies of this moment, and that is due to the changes that you have made in terms of your thoughts and beliefs. Many of you are capable at this time of letting go of the idea that you have to do it all and that you have to do it all through action. There are more and more people every day waking up to the truth that what they really need to do is let go, surrender, and trust. This allows the energies that are there to help you to do what they do best. And if you can do what you are there to do best, then you can have the best possible experience of life on planet Earth at this time. You are there to experience this reality and this shift in consciousness, and you are there to choose how you experience it. A lot of what needed to be created through actions is already there in your reality. You have stepped into this time in human evolution to give yourselves an opportunity to do less so that you can activate what you need to activate, release what you need to release, and ultimately transform into who and what you are becoming. That's a monumental task, and we would say an even bigger task than having to build all the buildings and homes, create all the roads and bridges, the water systems, the electrical systems, and so on. So you are actually doing more than those who came before you, because a lot of the issues that you are facing are the same ones that those in your genetic line have faced and have been unable to handle appropriately. We are talking about issues like loss, abandonment, fear of the unknown. You are there to handle these experiences with more grace, with more trust, with more faith in yourselves and in who and what you really are as source energy beings. And the energies are there to help. The energies need your willingness to let them run through you, and we see more of you doing that now that you realize the futility of words and actions in certain areas of your life. You cannot just convince someone else in your life to change. For example, You have to do it, and that change involves you being willing to look at something in a different way, to accept something you haven't been able to accept before, to release a fear or judgment. That's the hard work of consciousness. That's the heavy lifting that doesn't require any actual physical heavy lifting, but nevertheless, all of it can be very taxing on you physically. And so, you need to rest, and you need to take breaks, and you need to hydrate and meditate. And to the outsider looking in, they might assume that you have a very easy life and you don't do very much of anything at all.
Yes, they
And meanwhile
do.
you are clearing hundreds of thousands of years of ancestral karma and trauma.
Bullshit.
We are always very proud of you, because we know that you chose to awaken ahead of the rest of humanity and show them the way. You are building energetic roads and highways, pathways that will assist others in getting there themselves, but with less drama and trauma. It is possible to navigate through this experience with joy and love, and it helps to know what you are doing and why. And those of you who are awake have that knowledge, and you are putting it to good use, which is why we are so happy about what we are seeing and feeling at this time on planet Earth, especially amongst those of you who are awake and aware enough to do this work consciously. We are the Archerian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you.
Fuck yeah. I'm excited about these. Super Bowl. Roasters. Guys, where's rose and where's water? That's my time.
Hello, friends of the truth. Our lives, part 3, from 3D to 4D and 5D. The hype and hysteria in the media are through the roof, from all the TV, zappers, fridges, and irons. We are bombarded with a powerful stream of horrors from the world of politics, finance, weather, reports, etc. The world trembles. It is rocked to its maximum destructive amplitude, intensely and purposefully. Incredibly efforts are spent to fill the entire Earth space with scare, hatred, and despair. Many of us find it more and more difficult to find inner equilibrium. We need more light to solve personal hurts, fears, and worries. We learn to live again, forgetting old ones and wrong behavior. We erase these moments from our memory, and the higher life forces try hard in helping us to forget and not to traumatize ourselves with memories. Now they often repeat the same advice. Watch your frequency if you can't control the situation. It will give you back your strength and harmony. Stress comes from trying to control what we can't or trying to push ourselves in a direction we don't want to go. We cannot control a virus, a policy, the FED's rate, Bitcoin, or the fact that some people like us and others don't. We cannot control magnetic storms, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, forest fires, floods, all the actions of billions of people on this planet. Giving up trying to change what we can't, or people who don't want to change at the moment, is tantamount to giving up into our soul's desire for peace, happiness, and greater harmony in our personal lives. To refuse to try to please everyone is to yield to our inner compass so that we can know that we have to come to know and create what we have to come to create. It brings peace, harmony, and a greater flow of light into our life. When we become conduits of light, when we don't waste our time and energy on MSM pipe, drama, judgment, fears, or anger about what others can, should, or shouldn't do, we can focus on offering love at the moment. We can hear our intuition safely. We will be protected by our light. When we see something happening in the world or our lives that we don't like and we can't control it, take a breath, feel calm, free from the burden of trying to find a solution to a problem that we can't solve on our own. Instead, ask yourself, how can I add more love at this moment? How can I tune into the vibration of light? We can imagine the desired result, namely, we can enjoy the simple pleasures of life. We can offer to help someone if we are inspired. We can meditate or turn to the higher light forces, radiate blessing and love vibrations into the world, refusing to try to change what we cannot, to release our energy. We can do what we can really do. Giving up trying to change things can seem like a failure to our ego, but it is often a victory for our soul. Choosing peace, self love, and honoring all souls involved. At first, it seems illogical. If the person we love is heading towards self destruction, and we have tried our best to help him and failed, the guardian angels remind us that we need to respect his free will and his right to choose his own path to learn his lesson on this path. If we can't do anything about the situation that's bothering us, we may think it's adding to our stress. But if we indeed let go and hand the situation over to a higher power with faith and trust, we will feel deep relief. When we are upset, it is hard to give up resentment and judgment, but it brings neither comfort nor pleasure. Let's remind ourselves, I care more about feeling good and being in a good mood than I do about being right all the time, in everything and everywhere. Then slowly choose one thought at a time that will make us feel better. After we refuse to change what we can't and listened to our leadership, shifted our thoughts to a higher level, we will see quite clearly what we can control. We can do what we like. The best way to love the world is to let love flow through us. We will feel great about ourselves. We can do it in all kinds of ways, big and small, and sometimes so quietly that no one will know that we love life. Not trying to change things or people we cannot change requires a real paradigm shift. It is the quickest way to peace. We free our energy. We let go the others to their personal growth. We exist in higher vibrations that we are attracted to kindred circumstances. And what is best in this higher and more loving atmosphere is that we find that we have more control over our reality and more influence over the world around us than we did with our mighty but ineffective efforts. Rejection is often just a concession to the light of love and the divine within us. New energies fill us, and we don't always understand what they are. Many are deadly tired, desperate, and ask, why aren't we being liberated? Why it is taking so long? Why aren't we being told anything honestly? How long can we talk about the same things? Many people find it difficult to understand that the same is the most important thing, but we refuse years in advance, even to try to get to the bottom of what is happening. Who can help us if we, by our free will and choice freedom, have chosen a suicidal life? Our low vibration we use not to start rationally rebuilding ourselves, but to enrich us beyond measure, to envy, to hate, and now we despair and live in fear. It is not possible to return light to our soul quickly, but that's what everything depends on. Waiting for vibrators, events, flashes, portals have simply been excluded. When we seek knowledge, rather than waiting endlessly and hopelessly, we find several ways out, where everything depends only on each of us. Co-creators, Gallican, friendly cosmic helpers look at us and say, "You guys, for the most part, take a too long time to wake up, become conscious, calm down, don't flare up, accept the situation, set an example for those who are not awake, give them a choice and a chance. Your inclination is wonderful. You are the first to pave the way for others in the new world. This is the road we are building ourselves. There is no time for endless waiting, disbelief, and apathy. No time for mistakes. It is time to tune our consciousness and intelligence to high vibrations. Our international radio has been deliberately knocked off the broadcast frequency, and when we turn the radio knob and try to catch a high frequency, the system, if not jacking the broadcast, knocks us down and leads us into useless and senseless activities. Many of us are now experiencing various sensations, pleasant and not. Streams of energy of varying intensity are intensifying. Heat, cold, vibrations, tingling, burning, and more. All of this is becoming more and more tangible on the physical plane. We all have different degrees of perception of energies, different development, and different vibration levels. If we can feel the energies on the physical plane, this is already tremendous progress on our spiritual essence. It means that our subtle bodies have become receptive and flexible. They are responding to the new quantum energies coming to Earth today. But because our bodies have become so sensitive, they are now beginning to pick up other energies of lower vibration. Our radio receiver operates on different frequencies. We need to continue to catch the pure energy freaks pouring in from the source and not be drowned out on the way to us by lower vibrations. Many still live in a three-dimensional world, subject to mood swings, sudden emotional outbursts that lover vibes. Interference appears in our receiver, distorting crystal clear quantum currents. So, how do we learn to distinguish these disordered energies and know that we have stayed from right frequency? It's not easy to do. The first sign of disordered energies is our unharmonious state of mind. If we feel the flow of energy in our body, but we do not feel joy, happiness, warmth, acceptance, and love in our soul, it means we have strayed from the right frequency. We should always remember that the divine energies of high vibrations give us the light and love which reigns on such a wave, and no negative emotions are able, at this moment, to penetrate our soul. But it is important to understand that so far it is difficult for us to hold on to this hate. To help us to hold on to this hate, try to get to the state of highest harmony and feel how it resonates in you on the physical plane. Feel this particular energy and imprint it into every cell of your body to remember it properly. Set forever this frequency in your body, in your divine radio receiver. Even if not immediately, we will feel it. Let's help others to go through the atonement as soon as possible, so that
Never
once
if
they
anybody's
catch the
noticed that or
divine
not.
frequency, they will stay on it forever. By Live.
Fuck yeah, break time.